Welcome back, man. As I stated in the intro, man, listen, we tapping into the NFL playoff picture today. Top teams in the NBA as far as midseason, and I'm letting y'all know who my midseason MVP is today, man. And I'm just happy to be back, man. I'm just happy to be back. So let's get into it, man. Let's start with the NFL playoff picture. I got for the AFC is the Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens, Browns. Them are locks right now. Jags, Colts, Steelers, Texans, Bills. Them are the teams that's fighting for the last two playoff spots. My favorite coming out of the AFC is the Ravens. We've known Patrick Mahomes for taking over that AFC for the last 4, 5, 6 years, man. It's about time that somebody else is a new favorite, man. Jesus Christ. Of course, my Broncos, we are in a mix of a crisis right now. But we 8-8, man. I take it. We 8-8. I take it, man. We lost a few games that were very winnable games, but that's just how it go, man. That's just how it go. But that's my favorite coming out of the AFC, the Ravens, man. The Browns are a sleeper team, man, especially with Joe Flacco being who he is, man, on their defense. The Dolphins was who I thought they were. Like, they an up and down team, man. Of course, we love Tariq Hill, but outside of that, it's just like defense ain't been healthy. They ain't lost a couple key linebackers, Bradley Chubb, Phillips. They ain't lost a lot of key players. And the Chiefs, man, I don't. I can't count Mahomes out of that AFC Championship game just solely off of him. But them receivers, Kelsey not being himself, the defense, the secondary in particular, is not really being themselves. Snead not really being himself lately. Then he don't have a automatic number one receiver over there, so it's just like it's hard. But shout out to Rice though, man. He's been stepping up as a rookie, and yeah, man. I'ma just say I wouldn't mind seeing a Ravens and Brown AFC Championship game, man. I wouldn't mind seeing a Ravens and Brown AFC Championship game. Going to the NFC, we got the Cowboys, Eagles, 49ers, Lions, and Bucks and Saints, man. And I think the Bucks and the Saints gonna end up getting in there. Last time I checked, man, I might have to get fact checked on there, but I think the Bucks and the Saints might end up getting in. I don't know. I might have to fact check that in, but I know the Cowboys, Eagles, 49ers, and Lions are the locks in the NFC. And I think we're gonna get another rematch of the Eagles and 49ers in the NFC Championship game. I can't really see another scenario. Cowboys is playing cowboy football. Even though they got that big win over the Eagles, it's just something about the Cowboys and getting over that hump, man. I don't know what it is, but the Eagles is not been playing great football either. They've been really getting by. They just took another major loss to the Cardinals, which was crazy. So the 49ers is really looking like the best team in the NFC right now. Even though the Lions is playing good, Golf has been in the Super Bowl before. Their defense is really stepping it up with Gardner Johnson and with the hurt. They got hurt in the secondary with Emmanuel Mosley being out for the season, but I just feel like they might not have enough experience to win two playoff games to get to that game, man. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Because of course the Bucks or the Saints, unless Baker Mayfield just pulled one out of his hat, I don't see him making much noise. So I'm gonna just say the AFC Championship. I'm gonna reiterate will be Ravens and Browns. I wouldn't mind seeing that, and Eagles and 49ers, and in the NFC Championship, and I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch of the Ravens and 49ers, but from a guy who took care of me my whole life, I gotta go with the Eagles. I'm biased. I gotta go with the Eagles. If it's not my team, it's the Eagles. So I'm gonna choose the Eagles and the Ravens for the Super Bowl. I'm not picking a winner. I'm gonna choose the Eagles and the Ravens for the Super Bowl. I'm not picking a winner though, but I'm choosing the Eagles and the Ravens. That's my Super Bowl prediction. Eagles versus the Baltimore Ravens, man. And that wraps up my NFL segment. Let me go ahead and get into one of my favorite subjects, one of the most talked about subjects, one of the most entertainment subjects, and it's really a different season this year. Like, it's really a different season to where it's teams in the NBA that we're not expecting to be there, but they here. They here, man. But let me let you hear these top teams in the NBA. In the Eastern Conference, we got Boston, the Bucks, 76ers, Heat, Magic, Pacers, Knicks, and Cavs. They're the top 8 teams in the East right now. Boston has the most well-rounded team in the NBA right now. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. That's, you think championship, right? I just feel like when I look at Boston, I feel like it's time for Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum to be held accountable for them not getting over the hump. Like, it's been 4 or 5 years now. Y'all been in the league. Y'all both were drafted to great situations. You got vets that's still around. You're not just on a young team anymore. It's time for y'all to be held accountable for what's going on. That's just how I feel about Boston. Until somebody holds Jason Tatum and Brown to the standard of superstar, just like Brown's getting paid to be a superstar, and Jason Tatum's going to get a contract again this year, north of $300 million. I sincerely feel that we should hold them to them $300 million. Bucks, I don't know. As much as the world loves Dame, he's not giving the Bucks that impact that everybody thought he would. He's still Dame. He's still Dame. We're not gonna just he's still Dame. Relax. I know how everyone's like, dang, what is Dez talking about? He's still Dame, but he's not giving that extra to the Bucks like we thought he would. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. But people don't. He's not Steph. If Steph was on the Bucks, it'd be a whole different thing. Steph and Giannis would be considered cheating. Dame and Giannis is just considered as just a good team. But we're just going to leave it at that. So with Dame, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Pat Connaughton, and Giannis, and Bobby Portis off the bench, I think they might need to make another move. Might need to make another move, man. Because, I don't know, Middleton's still Middleton, but he's getting back in his groove. They still second in the league in their record and stuff like that. Thanks to Giannis still doing him. Dame is able to, for the first time really in his career, to have a lot of off nights without consequence. So I'm not going to put too much on Dame. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna hold them too much standard. I'm not gonna hold them too much standard, but a conference championship appearance is their ceiling for me. It's their ceiling for me. A conference championship appearance is their ceiling for me for the Bucks. I'll be satisfied with that. Anything really under that, I'd say a second round game 7. Yeah, in second round game 7. Anything less than that is a failure. A second round game 7 is anything less than that for the Bucks is a failure. He should have just stayed in Portland if he's gonna get put out in the first round. But 76ers, Embiid, as of right today, he's the best big man in the league. Maxey have took over that James Harden role like no other. Tobias is playing great. Anthony Milton's playing great. Kelly Oubre, he wanted a break from basketball, but he came back playing great. That bench is kind of iffy for me, but I don't know about a lot of other people, but it's kind of iffy for me. Bench is just iffy, but long as the question is Embiid going to be able to keep putting the team on his back, 31, 12, and 6 every night. Last person really did that. Well, not too long ago, Giannis did it throughout the playoffs. That's Giannis. But Shaq, like, just continuing throughout. But when Giannis did it, he had Middleton playing out of his mind also. So, and Drew Holiday. So, he's gonna need some of that from Maxey and Tobias Harris, Kelly Oubre to really like do something. I would love to see the Sixers make a trade. Um, Kelly Oubre, somewhat of that sort for like a DeMar DeRozan or something like that. Get an automatic bucket from the two guard position on that team, but that it might take the ball out of Embiid's hand. But I like the Sixers right now, man. They really shocking me. The Heat, man. The Heat, just Heat culture basketball. Jimmy Butler's not been playing a lot, but they still been staying afloat. Second round, Bam, still Bam, Lowry, Jaquez Jr. He's playing great. Duncan Robinson's being Duncan Robinson. Just all around team basketball. The Magic is what's shocking everybody, man. They like number 5 or top 5 defensive teams in the league right now with all the young players. So they might be a shocker to somebody, man. They might take a good team 6 games in the first round. They might lose, but they're gonna take a good team 6 games. The Pacers, Tyrese. I don't know how I feel about Tyrese yet. People's automatically saying he's one of the best guards in the NBA, but they saying that about everybody. Everybody's top 5 in the NBA. It's 30 guards, 30 starting point guards. Everybody can't be top 5. Everybody can't be top 5. During the bubble, not the bubble, but the in-season tournament, he was playing out of his mind. Got to the championship game against the Lakers. Didn't play good. 10 games after that, he didn't play good. Then he followed it up with 2 back-to-back 20 and 20 games. That's just how the league is going these days, up and down. You never know who might have 60 tomorrow. You never know. Drew Holiday might have 60 tomorrow. We never know what's going on, but that's just how the league is going these days, man, to be totally honest with everybody. But the Pacers with Tyrese, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, Bennett, who else they got over there? They got a couple young guards over there, man. I just don't feel like the combination of lineups are going to be correct for them to make a good push anywhere. Tariq's going to be a good playoff team to go 6 games in the first round, man. Typical Pacers stuff. But I don't feel like he's going to be anybody to carry the Pacers anyway, so he's going to need help over there. He's going to make a lot of money throughout his career, but so is everybody else. Who we got after that? We got the Knicks. Weird trade out of the blue. But Jalen Brunson, he's been playing at his mind. Been playing that way since Villanova. OG, you traded R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly for OG. Kind of weird. Took a score defender away and a spark off the bench away for one person that is very inconsistent with scoring. I guess his thing is defending 3-and-D. I guess the trade kind of blew me a little bit. Mitchell Robinson haven't been playing, but I don't feel like Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and OG is gonna do really too much in the playoffs. So, and the last team in the East is the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell been taking a lot of breaks lately for some reason. Darius Garland is out, and Evan Mobley is out. So Donovan Mitchell break has been over. It's been over because, like, if he don't play, Then who do you trust? Jared Allen, Max Struss, like they have a good solid thing going over there with the Cavs, man. But we all know anything with the Cavs, everybody results back to LeBron. Anything with the even though he's not on the team anymore, it's just like anything he does, it results back to LeBron. So they won't have much success because we don't know who's going to be available, but they might be available at the right time. So it's a team that I wouldn't want to play in the first round with all them healthy with Darius Garland, Mitchell, Max Strus. He was big for the Heat last year. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. I wouldn't want to play that team in the first round. Like if I'm the Sixers or somebody. If I'm the Sixers or the Heat, I wouldn't want to play that team in the first round. The Bucks and the Boston, they got them. They got them. The West is what's really shocking me. The West is what's really shocking me with the top teams. Go back to the East. So I feel like it's coming out of the East mid-season. Um, I wouldn't mind a Boston and 76ers Eastern Conference Final. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that at all. But Boston 76 East Conference Final. I can see that. Boston knocking out the Bucks. 76 knocking out the Heat to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I would see that. I would love to see that. Out the West, it's very shocking to me, man. Got the Wolves, Thunder, Nuggets, Clippers, Kings, Pelicans, Mavs, Suns. You know what the Wolves got? Did everybody say we're gonna work? Two twin towers, a dog at the two guard, a vet at the PG, and then just a young defender at the three. Like, and they available every night. That's the difference between them and everybody else in the West. That's the difference between them two, the top two teams in the West, and everybody else in the West. These players are more available. Their star players play more. That's the difference between these two top two teams and why they such ahead than everybody else. The Wolves, with Mike Conley, Ant Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen McDaniels, Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson. They look good every night. They competitive every night. And Edwards is really coming in with of his own. Like one of the top players in the league. One of the top players in the league. I can say that. The Thunder is number 2 for the same reason. Shai Alexander. I'm going to give him one more year before we put the standard on him to have to get him over the hump. I'm going to give him one more year before we put the standard on him to, like, you got to get over the hump. We know you can average 30. We know that. But can you average 30 when it matters? That's what we need out of you. Can you average 30 when it matters? That's when I put him in that superstar role. We know he averaged 30. We need you to average 30 when it matters. We need you to get out of that first. We need you to make it to the first round. Not just get out of it, make it to the first round. Even though you're a young team, y'all ain't going to keep being young, though. But I like what's going on over there with the Thunder. I like what's going on. Dort, the Williams, not brothers, but the Williams, Jalen, both of the Jalen Williams, one with a Y, one with an L. I like both of them. Chet also. You get what I'm saying? But that bench a little shaky. So I'm going to go with that. I get them making it to the first round. The Nuggets are the Nuggets. They haven't been fully healthy all year. They've been taking breaks here and there. Jamal Murray didn't play half of the first half of the season. Aaron Gordon, he's been out, dog bites or something like that on his face. Michael Porter just been taking breaks. Joker taking breaks. But, of course, they still afloat. Just well-oiled machine, getting back right. Getting back in mid-season form. Clippers. I know what it looked like at the beginning when they made the trade. But I know what it now. I'm telling you, they gotta. People better tighten up on them boys, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's some dogs over there. And Westbrook, um, basically embracing that bench role, that 6-man, 7-man role. Boy. Your second unit don't want to guard Westbrook for a whole 6 minutes every quarter. They don't want that, man. I'm be honest with you. Then they don't want 6 minutes with Westbrook, 3.5, 4 minutes with Westbrook and Kawhi, Westbrook and Paul George. Then you got James Harden with Paul George, James Harden with Kawhi. Like it's on them. It's chip or bust for them too. That's one of the chip or bust teams that I got. One of the chip or bust teams. Them in Boston right now is chip or bust for me. Chip or bust. Them two right there is chip or bust for me. Kings. They the Sacramento Kings. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Harrison Barnes, I like you, man, to be honest with you. But this ain't the same Harrison Barnes playing it long Steph and Clay. When they just asked you to hit corner shots, and when you couldn't do that, they had to get you up out of there. We just needed you to hit corner shots, then we had 5 rings. But you couldn't do that. You hit a corner 3 with. This ain't that Harrison Barnes. And Kevin Huerter, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Sabonis, y'all not winning nothing with no 6'9" center. You're not winning nothing with no 6'9" center, man. Y'all might make it good. You're gonna make the playoffs exciting for the first round. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna make the playoffs exciting for the first round. That's exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna make the playoffs exciting for the first round. I'm sorry. The Pelicans, CJ, BI, ZI, Valanciunas. I don't know. Herb Jones. I don't know. I just don't know, man. It depends on. I'm gonna give Zion one season, because he's been healthy this year. So I'm gonna give him another full healthy season to be like, what you gonna do? You'll get that team over the hump, or you gonna keep bullshitting? Just simple as that. Bi too, man. You one of the top scorers in the league. We can't. That's what I said. That's what I went back to Shy when I say, like, you got to put somewhat of a standard on best players in the league. Like, we know he averaged 30, but we just can't say he's one of the best players in the league. Like, that's so broad. Like, we could just say he's one of the best 30-point scorers in the league. That slims the category down. Like, that compacts the category when he's one of the best 30-point scorers in the league. Because he can score that basketball, but scoring 30 and not making it to the first round is crazy. Because got people like Trae Young that's giving you 30 and 12, and then it's like, oh, but he's not winning. Shy isn't either, but he's considered one of the best guards. But Trae Young been giving you 29 and 9, 5-6 years in a row, but it's like, oh, well, what has he won? Shy hasn't won anything either, but we're not going to speak on that. But it goes back to like Brandon Ingram. You averaging 25, 26 a game, but you're not winning anything. So you're one of the best 6'9" scorers in the league. That puts you in your category. You get what I'm saying? It's just a difference. It's just a difference between the best players. And I'll give y'all a quick best players of what I'm talking about. But Pels, good first round matchup for right now. Mavs, same old. Luka Doncic with a little bit of twist to Kyrie. Two of the most skilled players they'll probably ever play this game. But other than that, good first round matchup. Hopefully they play the Clippers. The Clippers get the storyline. We beat the Mavs. And the Suns. This is where things are going to get interesting in the playoffs. Because the Suns, Lakers, and Warriors are the bottom 3 teams right now. And somebody gonna have to play them guys. The Pels and the Mavs is gonna have to play these guys to get in the first round. And then the Thunder and the Wolves if they keep going at the rate they got, they gonna have to play one of them guys. So it's gonna be like, y'all, we got us playing good the whole season. Then we gotta play Bron first round, Anthony Davis first round. Then we gotta play KD first round. Oh my God, we gotta play Steph first round. Nobody don't want that reward to be the first round. But then the Lakers don't want the Nuggets first round. Lakers don't want the Nuggets first round. No, nobody want the Nuggets first round. So they hope the Nuggets stay in that third spot. They hope the Nuggets stay in that third spot, man. I'm telling you, everybody hope the Nuggets stay in that third spot, man. I promise you. Everybody hopes the Nuggets stay in that third spot so they can play the Kings or somebody. Pelicans. Somebody, everybody hope the Nuggets stay in that third spot so they can play the Kings or Pelicans first round. They do not want the Nuggets to get one of them first, second. I'm telling you, they don't want them to be the first or the second seed because if anybody run into them Nuggets first round, y'all know what's going on. 10 assists, 15 rebounds, 26 points. Jokic, Michael Porter, 7 rebounds, 3 threes a game. Finished with 16 somehow. Aaron Gordon, 5, 5, and 10. Jamal Murray, 22, 6, and 3. Caldwell Pope, 12, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Come on, 3 steals. Christian Braun, 2 breakaway dunks. Then they up 30, and everybody looking at us confused. Joker behind the back. We don't want to see that again. So none of the teams want to see that first round because Joker's going to be Joker at 3 in the morning or 3 in the afternoon. Joker's going to be the Joker. Like, that's just what it is. That's why he the Joker. You get what I'm saying? He's the Joker. Like, I'm surprised he don't have it tatted somewhere on him. But besides that, nobody want to see that man first round. So they hope the Suns, Lakers, and the Warriors hope the Nuggets stay in that third slot. I don't care if Draymond come back or whatever. They gotta hope that man stay in that third spot. And my mid-season MVP, before we get up out of here, mid-season MVP. Embiid, Joker, Luka, Shai. I'm gonna let y'all leave y'all vote in the comments, man. Y'all leave y'all vote in the comments. But my MVP mid-season goes to no other than Joel Embiid, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. 10 consecutive games with 30 and 10. The games before that, 52 and 8, 46 and 8, 46 and 9. This is just consecutive games of 30 and 10. The Embiid, man. Joel Embiid is my mid-season MVP, man. And just like that, man, we up out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Think Sellers Podcast, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. And we right back at it next week, man. Hit me up for more topics. Peace.